Good morning. I'm over it. Yeah. What's going on? Happy Thursday. It's rainy, it's gloomy, but for whatever reason, I got shit to do. And I dislike it so much. So much. But we're here. I'm only gonna be on here for like maybe an hour because I gotta go. I was gonna be on here for at least 2 hours, but it turned to an hour. And I'm over it, bitch. I'm over it. I hate when Hako was home. Perdóname, Diosito. It's a blessing to have them home, but sometimes, bitch, it's a fucking curse. I'm tired of the shit. He's been home 2 days in a fucking row, bitch. I'm losing my shit. Yeah. Same. No, I'm over it. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go live today, and he's like, what time? I was like 10. He's like, we have stuff to do. We gotta go to the bank. We gotta go fucking do this. We gotta go do that. We gotta go to the fucking storage. Bitch, who is? Why? Why? I'm right there with you. Why, besties? They want to be, and he's like, the storage really needs to be clean. We really need to go throw away stuff. He's like, all your Starbucks cups are there. And like, what are you going to use? What are you going to donate? What are you going to fucking sell? What are you throwing out? He's like, we need to get the storage. And shut the fuck up. No, who's we? Who the fuck is we? Who the fuck is we, bitch? Good morning, Ariana. Quien manda, bestie? No, here's the thing. I'm mad because of stuff that I have to go with too. So, all the bank accounts are in my name, so you know what I mean. When it comes to the bank, I have to fucking go and sign off on shit, and it's stupid. Now I'm low key buying you into doing work on a weed. No, it's stupid. It's stupid. Yeah. That I was bullying me into doing this bullshit, and then I was like, well, I gotta go to Nespresso. I need to go I need to go to Nespresso because I need to get the fucking what's it called, I need to descale my Nespresso. I know it's too late. I haven't used my Nespresso because I need to descale it. Ariana, don't please don't come at me right now. Ariana been telling me to descale that bitch every time I talk to Ariana. Well, recently she hasn't told me nothing, but last year, bro, she was like, you gotta descale it. You gotta descale it. I'm like, I don't want to. So I need to descale. And then there's this cute little cup for matcha that I'm gonna buy if they have it. I'm only here because he'll take me to lunch too. Yeah, so I was like, I go to Nespresso. No, Ari, descaling is so annoying. I get it. Yeah, and I'm gonna go buy the kit, but I'm not gonna descale it till like next week. So I just need to have it there. You lost TikTok? No, bestie, that's the worst. So yeah, and most of the bank thing is most important. And yeah. And then we're gonna fucking spring clean here. He said he wants to go through his closet and see what he doesn't want anymore to go donate it or whatever the fuck. Either if not, put it in storage and take it to my brother's when we, if and when, because I don't know, we're not traveling this year. He already told his mom last night. He talked to his mom last night. He was like, I don't know where we're going this year because it's scary, y'all. Like, we're afraid that they're not gonna let us back in on some real shit. So he was like, we're not going. Well, either way, we weren't gonna go, but that's Tina's for the bestie lives. But he was like, no, we're not going. So she's like, no, like it's better just stay over there because you just never know. And so like he was already letting them know, like, do not expect us at the end of the year because with this new president and laws changing every day, it's very scary. And so yeah, so that's what I have to do today. And how about clean my beauty room? No, I haven't. I've been acting stupid. I've been deep cleaning other places like the restrooms, the closets. And I still have all my Halloween shit. And I need to get rid. I need to put down my Christmas tree. Bitch, I'm over it. Nobody talk to me. Literally nobody fucking talk to me. Where do we see Bestie Lives? Bestie Lives are on the Bestie membership. So you have to be, yes, it's a subscription here. It's going to be the $9.99 one. So yeah, so I'm done with him being here. I need him to go work. I look at good running errands morning with my hubby, breakfast secured. No, and here's the thing. Breakfast was here. Breakfast was here. I've been, y'all, I don't want to talk about, I don't even want to talk about it, bitch. I just know my light bill this month is going to be fucking crazy. Next month is going to be fucking crazy. That stove been being put to work, bitch. Y'all don't even understand how long I have been cooking. I've been cooking breakfast and dinner, bitch. Breakfast and dinner. Like, y he estado echando lonche. This is crazy. Like, I'm crazy. This isn't me. This isn't me. Yeah, I've been in full señora mode and I'm fucking tired of it. The video room is para aventar todo el cochinero que está sacando de los otros cuartos. That's what I've been doing. Yes, and so I have freaking, like, all the stuff from over there. Like, it's just a fucking mess. Let's not even talk about it. No, that too. Los pinches mañaneros ain't no fucking joke, bitch. And here's the thing with, look. Hey, let me ask y'all something. Are you a tronco in the morning or nighttime? Me personally, I love a good nighttime tronco. I'm not against morning tronco, but I do prefer nighttime tronco because nighttime tronco, we're clean. You know what I mean? Like, we just took a shower, I just brushed my teeth. And in the morning, breath be stanking, bitch. Breath be stanking. And it's just like, now I'm all dirty. I gotta go take another shower. And it's just like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, y no, duermes bien a gusto. Duermes bien a gusto, bitch. I'm where we can get it in. I like nighttime. I like nighttime better because, you know, at nighttime I give me una limpiadita y a dormir. And in the morning, for whatever reason, I feel like it's dirtier. Night girly kill me. So that's what I'm talking about. So, you know what I mean? I washed the sheets like twice already. So yeah, I'm a night girly. I like it at night. And so the morning one's been getting me, bitch. And there's nothing I can do about it. I was staring at it this morning and I was trying to get out of it. Could I get out of it? No, I couldn't. It was looking at me, looking at it, looking at me, looking at it, and I was like, and I tried to get up, bitch. I was like, I'm gonna go put coffee on. No, bitch. ¿Cuál coffee ni cuál nada? Pero si bien a gusto, mad in love for no reason. I'm fucking dead. So yeah, I don't. It is what it is. It is what it is. So there's that. And I'm overstimulated, too much shit going on. I feel like everything that's going on in the outside, well, in the world, outside of this motherfucking window, bitch, it's getting to me. Last night, can I tell you something? Last night we had a Bestie live, right? And after the live Besties, I literally was like, I need a cigarette. I don't smoke. I'm not a smoker. And I really shouldn't for my health. But I was like, I need a cigarette. I'm so stressed about what's happening. I'm so stressed about everything. Like, and it might not affect me directly yet, but it could. And it's just too much, y'all. It's too much. I was stressed the fuck out. And like, Jacobo was like, chill, it's okay. Like, and I'm like, it's not okay. It's not okay. Too much shit is happening. And there was a plane crash last night, bitch. Like, what the fuck is happening to the world? I don't know. I have no idea. Everybody, I need to block that freaking breaking news. No, I'm blocking everybody. I don't want to see it. Like, I'd rather just watch it on Facebook. I don't need it on TikTok too because it's too much. It's too much. The world is so sad. I'd love to move to my home country. US figure skating team was on that. US figure skating team was on that plane. The plane crash is very suspicious. Every time Irreparable comes up, I want to cry. It's too much, y'all. It's too much. It's just, I saw, yes, I think I reposted it. There was a bus from Austin with a bunch of deportees on it. And there was a girl crying, trying to see her mom one last time. Bitch, oh my God. I just can't. Would you move to Mexico, Bestie? By choice, willingly, no, I wouldn't. The sad part, we need to stay aware of what is currently happening. It's just so much. My mental health, ignorance is bliss. How is January still not over? That fucking part. That fucking part. It's definitely going to affect everyone, Bestie. People are just so blind to see how this will definitely... No, and like, I'm very, like... I'm buying terrenos next year because uno nunca sabe. Yeah, I saw the video, so sad, telling her mom to stay strong. Yes. No, willingly, I would not move to Mexico. It's just, I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't be able to live in the city. My family in Guanajuato and Jacobo's family in Veracruz are both rancho, and I can't do rancho life, besties. I just can't. Now, Bestie, did you go to college? No, I did not. I graduated high school, and that was it. School wasn't for me. I was thinking about it, but luego me casé, you know what I mean? So I can't do rancho life. If I lived in the city, it'd be totally different. If I lived in Mexico City, you know what I mean? Like maybe even Guanajuato, just anywhere city vibes, Veracruz, something like that, maybe. But no, I can't do rancho life. It's not for me. It's cool when you're going like, on a little vacation, all that. I can't do it, besties. And I'm saying it. I'm too used to the city. I'm sorry. The convenience of the city is just too good for me. Being able to fucking Uber Eats, DoorDash. Jacobo is a resident. He is a resident. And so, it's just it's a lot. It's a lot. Acostumbrarse. And not having like, you know what I mean? The free will to just go do this and go do that. Down, so yeah, no, all of them are fucking no. My husband is a resident. He does not have a citizenship yet. I don't go into if he's doing it, if he's not doing it, because here's the thing, besties. For a lot of y'all who don't know, my sister Nikki, aka Scar, what was it, last year? She basically sent me a. If you're not on the Bestie membership, you wouldn't know this, but she sent me an email. And she basically let me know that she had emailed immigration. She had emailed ICE, USIS, trying to get my husband, Jacobo, her brother-in-law, deported. And so we've always had that in the back of our mind, because I don't know how long that takes, if they even pay attention to those type of emails. But she did do that. And she sent me a screenshot of her basically, emailing them and all that. And she teamed up with Calaca, a.k.a. Bob, a.k.a., Before Borders. And I, from what I know from another person, like Bob helped her write that email, and that's how they did it or whatever. Here's the thing: we didn't commit any fraud. Like we didn't do anything. It wasn't like that. She said that like we had committed fraud, and he didn't deserve his papers, and I don't know what else. Right? I don't know what else is in that email, but Bob is very word savvy when it comes to you know what I mean, immigration, because the bitch was in and out and she was deported, so she knows what she's talking about. But yeah, Bob helped Scar write that email, and so we always had that in the back of our head, like fuck, like what if they go into that email, what if they see and they start checking up on us. Right now they haven't hit us up for anything. I did call my lawyer and I asked him like, hey, and he was like, no, he was like, you guys don't have anything to worry about. Like, let me know. I will fucking show everything that we have, all of our documents. And like, I'm good on that end. It's just a process like of them investigating us because of what my sister did. And so, it is what it is. So that's something that we've been worried about. Not gonna lie, every time we cross the border, Jacobo is scared because he's just like, what if they stop me? What if they tell me I can't come back in because of what your sister did? And so, so like that's why I don't say if we're into doing the citizenship or not. Like it's just maybe. I just say maybe because it's fucked up. Mind you, my brother-in-law, Scar's husband, just got papers too. He just got papers, and she did that to us. Why would she do that? I don't even remember why she did that. Because I guess we were beefing. We were just because of our beef or whatever. But yeah, she wrote me the email. I posted it on the Bestie membership. You guys saw it. And she basically threatened me saying that I was not going to have a Jacobo anymore. Luckily, I have those receipts. I have those emails too. If we ever have to have an appointment with immigration. Yeah, my own sister, my own blood sister. If we ever have if they ever start investigating us or they ever open our case and are like, hey, what's going on? I don't know if that could happen, but if they ever were to, I have the emails where she's basically threatening me, saying that I was not going to have Jacobo for too long. It was a whole thing, y'all. A whole fucking thing. I think there's a live where I showed the emails and stuff. I don't know if it's a regular live or a Bestie live. But yeah, she did that to me, which is another reason why I will never speak to her again. And Jacobo just hates her. I can't hate her because she is my sister. She is my blood. But, yeah, he fucking hates her. She should be ashamed of herself. Like I said, my brother-in-law just got papers not that long ago. So, and I was like, that's crazy. That's honestly crazy that you would do that to me. I would never do that to anybody. I would never do that to my sister. I would never do that to my brother-in-law. There's no reason to act like that. There's no reason to bring extra people in. It's just me and my sister going at it. Shouldn't have to do that. But the fact that she did, the fact that she had Bob help her do the email, it is what it is. But por eso, aquella está como está. That's why my sister be going through that. Why she be struggling every motherfucking day in her life. That's why Bob, I don't think will ever come over here again. So, you know what I mean? Karma's a motherfucking bitch. And they want to team up and do that shit against me. That's fine. Como quiera, it is what it is. They get tons of emails from eventual people like your sister trying to ruin people's life. I know. And here's the thing. I am very... I want to be overly confident, but I am pretty confident in that, we didn't do anything. So there's something that they could fucking possibly get us on. My lawyer has everything. So it's like, but you can't, it's hard to explain that to Jacobo because they already are in fear of getting their papers taken away, of getting, you know what I mean, of possibly not getting residency when it comes to citizenship, all that shit. So it's hard. Like, she weaponized his fucking legal status. Where did she learn that from? Bob. You know what I mean? So it's like, and to be honest, my sister doesn't have, no es muy buena para esas pendejadas. I'm gonna say it right now, not to be fucked up, pero no es buena de la cabeza. Y'all saw the way she speaks. Her vocabulary isn't really up to par. So I know that she had help in that shit. And I heard from another person that she did have help, and she was bragging about the help that she got. But she's just not a very intelligent person to go online and write a fucking full... Yeah, the IQ not IQing. So I know that idea was put onto her by other people and some of my ops. It wasn't just Bob. We had Grippy Socks in there too. There's other bitches involved, right? And so I just knew that she could not do that on her own. But you know what I mean? That's fine. I don't know. I just feel like I've been living life, and I feel like we're blessed no matter what. And I feel like por eso le va como le va. When I hear about Scar's life, I'm like, that's why you're struggling. That's why you're going through what you're going through. And you know what? I like it. I love it, actually. Because it's crazy. And the crazy part to me is that, I've been blessed. We sacrificed everything that we could when it came to my husband's papers. He has his papers now. We've been able to go and come to Mexico. I've been able to go on 2 trips with my dad. And, my husband is a hard worker. Right now, he's not working because of the weather. But Jacobo will work whenever he can, however long he can. I can't say that about my brother-in-law. And it's hard to clock in for your man. And it's crazy, you know what I mean? So I personally believe that papers were given to the right person when it comes to my husband. I can't say the same over there. As soon as my brother-in-law got his papers, he stopped working. So, and then for her to go on live and say, oh, Jacobo was using Julia for papers, you know what I mean? And that's why he's with her, because he wanted papers. And my man working. My man working. And my man making sure that I'm good. What's your man doing? As soon as he got papers, he said, bye. Go clock in, babe. And that's what she's been doing. So that's what I'm saying. Yo no le envidio su vida. And I don't got to wish her ill, because ella solita se chinga. But when it does come into times like this with the president that we have, and what's crazy is her man ain't safe either. Her man ain't safe. My man ain't safe. And now, es la misma chingadera. So, thanks for writing that email. You look fucking stupid, because now with our president, you know what I mean? Which is crazy, because as soon as you get your residency, they give you a fucking social security. You need to start working that motherfucker. If you ain't working it, they're going to be like, why the fuck did we even do this? Why are you even a damn, why do we give you papers if you're not going to work your fucking social security? But that's not my business. I only got to worry about me and my man. I don't really worry too much about her. I hear the struggles that she be going through, but it ain't my problem. So yeah, the government should look into that. So you weren't legal social security for what? To not work? Yeah. My parents are residents and I'm a citizen, but they are so nervous and don't want to go out. Yeah, it's because right now it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are a resident, if you are a U.S. citizen. They're taking whoever. They took 3 U.S. citizens yesterday for speaking Spanish. Like, they don't care anymore. So, you know what I mean? It's nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Yikes, Bestie, her daughter seeing that is not okay. Well, yeah, oh, sorry. I think somebody, you have no I have no contact with my nieces and nephews. My older niece, she did cuss me out, so we obviously don't speak. I have seen Scar twice since we had our falling out, and nothing. She ain't about it. Her sister-in-law ain't about it. I can go anywhere where Scar is, and I'm untouched. Because, like I said, her and her bitch-ass family ain't about it. Well, his bitch-ass family, they ain't about it. They ain't about a damn motherfucking thing. So, yeah, I can go wherever. Ain't nothing gonna happen. I did see my niece. She seemed kind of shocked to see me once, but nothing. She's not a kid anymore. She's a grown woman now. But yeah, it is what it is. I think with Scar, it was a thing where we've had our falling outs before. I did take it a little bit more personal with my niece because I feel like and this is just me, right? I feel like I was able to be somebody for her in hard times. I'm not gonna get too into it because nobody's fucking business, but it for me it was a slap in the face because I was not I wasn't a deadbeat aunt. I was a good aunt, and I can say that for myself. I was a very good aunt, and it just I don't know. I don't know how it was allowed that she was able to talk to me like that she was able to tell me shit like that. Because I was very hurt and I was very shook. I was like, this is, girl, I've been watching you since you were a baby. You know what I mean? I've been there, and the way you're speaking to me is fucking crazy. So yeah, that I think I'll take that with me forever. It did hurt me, but you know, she's a grown woman now, and I hope that she's doing good, and I hope that when her frontal lobe develops, she can see how wrong her mom was for maybe not for talking shit to me because it's between sisters, but for doing that to her uncle, my husband, because I would not do that to her dad. So yeah, but that's one of the main reasons we're a little kind of scared about this whole thing because I don't know what could happen. I don't know what laws can change, and I don't know if she only sent one email or she sent multiple emails or if she got other people to send emails, and that's what's scary. But as far as like my thing is, I just don't want for them to be like, oh, to come bug us because we didn't do anything wrong. And like I said, I talked to my lawyer and he said that everything's fine. He has everything. He's like, it would be a quick shut that shit down. They wouldn't bother you again. But it's very scary. And it's an inconvenience. It's an inconvenience to have to prove that you didn't do anything wrong because a fucking jealous ass bitch did that. Do y'all think y'all can ever make amends? Sonia, well, if your sister did that to your husband, if she tried to deport your husband, would you talk to your sister? That's the main thing. Who cares what me and Scar have going on? I'm asking y'all straight up because I feel like, would you make amends with your sister if she tried to deport your husband? How would y'all feel about that? If your sister sent an email to ICE and she tried to deport your husband, would you forgive your sister? Genuinely asking. I want to hear from Sonia, though. Sonia, would you or no? Because I feel like that's like a no-brainer. That's a shitty thing to do to anybody regardless, so I wouldn't make amends ever either. So, you know what I mean? I feel like that's just a question where it's like, why would I talk to her again? What will we talk about? Absolutely not. There isn't anything that would make up for that threat. I will never do that to anyone, much less my blood. It's scary and so unnecessary. I understand you 100%. I trust in God that Don won't have his citizenship. Dios quiera y sí. So, no, I wouldn't. But what if, like, she came to you and apologized? Is the trust just gone? Well, yeah. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with my sister. She can apologize. She can tell me she was wrong. Nothing is going to make up for that because I cannot trust her again. And I would never force my husband to be around somebody who tried to deport him. And honestly, I have the utmost just disgust for her because my thing is all of her baby daddies no tienen papeles. Not all of them, but her husband has papers. But everybody in her vicinity no tiene papeles. Her cuñada no tiene. Sus cuñados no tiene. So it's like, why are y'all even cool? Like, my thing is, because she was so upset that I fucking called her sister-in-law a little brokey and that she was, she had Crocs on her shirt. That triggered her so bad. It's giving, but you know what? We're not going to talk about that. She was very upset that I came for her sister-in-law, right? And it was out of context either motherfucking way. This is what sparked everything, right? what sparked everything was it was just like everything about my mom passing, something clicked in her, something just went off. It was some jealousy going on too. It was too much, right? And so then I came for her sister-in-law because I don't fucking like that hoe. She's a fucking a home wrecker. Y anda sola como quiera la pendeja, right? She's a home wrecker. There's too much shit going on. They're just a fucking mess in general, right? And so my thing is, her sister-in-law and brother-in-law, all of them who like supported her and were like, oh, your sister's fucked up and blah blah. Why would y'all trust her? She did that to her own sister, to her own brother-in-law, who has been there for her, who has given her money for her kids, who has helped her out. You know what I mean? And she betrayed us like that. Why would you think she wouldn't, like, I wouldn't be cool with the bitch who's just writing emails to fucking USIS, to fucking immigration, and they don't have papers. So I'm like, you're a crazy person. You're a fucking crazy person doing shit like that, right? And so my thing is, I can't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't like you. You disgust me because that's not okay. And the worst part is she's surrounded by people who are undocumented. So it makes it 10 times worse. It makes it 10 times worse, bro, because you are surrounded by undocumented people and you pull some shit like that on your sister and your brother-in-law. So no, I don't think I could talk to her, and I would not force my husband to be around her, just straight up. And I don't trust her. I couldn't speak to her. I couldn't even look at her in the fucking face after what she did, because what? And here's another thing. That's part of the problem. The problem is she wants to blame me too for other family members not speaking to her. No, because we all have undocumented people around us. My brother does, my dad does, and it's just like when I showed them the email and I showed them what she did to me, of course they didn't like that. My dad is an immigrant. Our dad is a fucking immigrant. Our mother was an immigrant. How can you sit there and do that to me and expect everybody to just, oh yeah, we're just gonna brush it under the rug? No. No. So you know what I mean? Of course. And my brother doesn't fuck with her. That's because he didn't like what she did to me. And what they didn't like what she did to Jacobo, because Jacobo hasn't done shit to anybody. You know what I mean? So, and they see that he's a good man. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's just she blames me for everything, but it's like, no, you did that. You thought I was gonna fucking keep that? Me knowing that I put everything on social media, you thought I was gonna keep that email and be like, oh fuck, Nikki's fucking, she wrote an email to fucking to ICE. Let me put that in I don't know, spam or something. Let me delete it. Now let me not show the fucking world. No, I'm gonna show people exactly who you are, because how fucking dare you have the audacity to send that to me. And it upset everybody. My dad was upset because he was like, but her husband just got papers. My brother too. Her husband just got papers. Why would she do some shit like that? So it's like, yeah, no, nobody agrees with that. And not my family too. And when I spoke in the family on my mom's side and my dad's side, nobody knew what was going on because I hadn't really seen them. And when I saw them and they wanted to tell me, and when I was in Mexico too, I told the truth. Why don't you talk to your sister? Because she tried to deport my husband. It is what it is. My aunts on my mom's side, oh, you know, I saw you weren't with Nikki at your uncle's funeral. Yeah, because she tried to deport my husband. You want to see the email? I got the proof is here. Let me show you the email. Let me show you what she fucking did. Because, oh, why isn't she talking to her? And the thing that everybody's like, oh, you just think you're the shit because you're on TikTok and blah, blah, blah. You ain't talking to your sister. No, this is why I'm not talking to my sister. This is why I don't fuck with that bitch. Any other questions? No. And what everybody say? Oh, that's fucking crazy. That's fucked up. Thank you. So now you know why I don't talk to her. Now you know why I can never talk to her again. And now you know. So I don't think Scar could handle the same being. No, she couldn't. She couldn't. Which, never mind. Brother I'll try getting me fired from my job several times for reporting for drugs. Meanwhile, he's the one with the criminal record. How'd you get the email again? Because I blocked her. So I blocked her on everything. I have her blocked on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Messenger, on messages, and just I blocked her from everything. She had no access to me. And so she got my email. It's the Julia G1111. That's the one I had for like stories and for collabs and stuff. She got that email and she sent that to that email. And I was like, what the fuck? Reach out because we haven't spoken 4 years, girl. Bye. There's under forgiveness doing shit like that. Hey, family like that, assuming and blame. Yeah, automatically blaming me. And I was like, no, I didn't do a damn motherfucking thing. I was like, I'll tell you what I did do. I came for her sister-in-law, and I was like, it really was just sister beef, and she took it way too far. Way too fucking far. And even my aunt was like, her man just got paid. I was like, thank you. I was like, thank you. I was like, the math is not math, and her man just got papers, and she's coming at us like this. Like, Fucking crazy. So, yeah. Yeah, y'all. But that's my life. That's my family. What are you going to do? Are you on good terms? Oh, my other sister, yes. I do speak to my other sister. We don't hang out as much because her and Scar hang out, which I have no problem with that. We're all family at the end of the day. But I see her when I see her, and I talk to her not daily, but we do speak often. And I have no problem with her because she wasn't a part of it. She doesn't agree with any of that. But also, I am. Here's the thing. I'm grateful to whoever fucks with Scar because she doesn't really have anybody, and that's her own fault. But I'm grateful to whoever really does fuck with her because, you know, being a cold ass bitch like that, not having friends or family, it also is very depressing. I'm getting triggered. It was a whole thing, y'all. I could have sworn I made a live. I could have sworn I did a regular live where I put all of this out there. Maybe it was a Bestie live. I don't remember. But yeah, so, and I have those emails. They're somewhere on the Bestie membership too. They're on there. I posted them. But I was like, God damn. And that's that it was only on a Bestie live. The bitch is lucky I didn't go public. I think I might have talked about it on TikTok a little bit. But yeah, so her doing that and like, everything going on right now, it's right. Like, I'm low key stressed about it because it's like, fuck, like, what's to stop her from doing it again? She's a psycho. And it's hard line, Bestie, because as your sister, you feel deep down for her, but at the same time, you can't ignore what she did. What about a Scar sends email to immigration retracting her claims? I mean, it doesn't matter. She did it in the first place. Like, my thing with Scar, here's another thing, too. A mí no me beneficia estar bien con ella. There's no, my relationship with Scar has always been give, give, give. And she also was kind of draining to me because it was always, me giving for her and her kids. And I feel like, to be honest, I've had extra income for myself now, and I've been doing good for me, for Jacobo. We've had a lot of fun. We've done a lot of things for us. And I just feel like with her, she's just very draining. And I feel like it does not benefit us to be okay with her. You know what I mean? No nos da. It would just be me on my toes, making sure she's not recording me. Here's the thing. It wasn't just one op, Bestie. She was with too many ops. Recaps. Some of my old mods. Fucking Bob. Like, too many ops. And it's just like, I don't trust you. I don't trust her. I wouldn't be able to comfortably sit in her home and have something to eat or drink with her and, like, her not talking shit about me or sending a picture of me or, I don't know, recording me or fucking recording our conversation. Like, I don't trust her. So, yeah. Yeah. She's done. She'll be done for a long time. I'm here. If ever her children need anything from me, I will be here and I will help them as I see fit. But as far as hanging out with her, being cool with her, I can't do it, besties. And it's not, even if I wanted to, I don't want to, but even if I wanted to, that's a huge slap in the face to my husband. It's so disrespectful to him to be okay with her when he's been nothing but good to her and her family and nothing but good to me. I'm not going to do that to a hardworking man who didn't do shit to her. He didn't deserve that. Pedos de nosotros, that's our business, but her personally, he ain't ever did a damn motherfucking thing to her. So, no. But, I wish her well. Yeah, I find that who needs ops. I am the same with my sister. There's no going back. Yeah, it's just, it is what it is. Honestly, but sometimes it hurts to stop talking to family members, but most of the times it's way better because low-key those people could be holding us down. Also, the thing she had said about saying that he was gay. She said that he was gay. She said that he was fruity. She said that he was using me for papers. And I remember when Bob was live with her, she was like, or in the comments, I don't know if it was like the Roaches or Bob or whoever it was, but they were like, oh, like, do you really think that he be clapping that? Like, does it stink? All the time she was laughing. Like, oh, mind you, she's not skinny. Mind you, she's bigums. Mind you, she got bigger. And I could ask the same thing about her man. Does he reach? Mind you, this is the same woman. This is my sister who, when she was on TikTok and on TikTok Live, she was talking about her own husband, que la tenía así, que la tenía acá, how she fucked his brother, like all this shit. You know what I mean? But she was laughing at that, and she was making fun of my husband, saying that he was gay and that he used me for papers, and that he probably wasn't really, we weren't being intimate because I don't think he could reach. Okay, skinny. Okay, skinny. Mind you, her man shorter than Huckable. Okay, skinny. Okay, miss. Okay, no waist. Okay, little speck of dust. Can't see you, girl. She's so skinny, y'all. So, yeah. Yeah, it was yeah, okay, skinny queen. She would tell the wildest stories online. I remember, yeah, if you remember, you remember. And like when it got out, she was fucking pissed at me, saying that I was like, I didn't do a damn motherfucking thing. You told your own business on live. You gave details, and she even had her cuñada on live one time. I remember that shit. That's on you, girl. It's not like she wants your man. I don't know. She's tiny. I'm too big. I'm bigums. I'm like fucking 4 times her size. No. Actually, let's not go there. Anyways, we have one email. Oh, sorry, never mind. Never mind. It's for Bestie Live only. I'm reading it now. Thank you. Thank you for putting that, Bestie, because I was about to read it. He can't clap because she's so skinny she flies away. Yep. I was just thinking that's crazy how the roaches kind of disappeared. Well, at least here on Liars, maybe they're just laying low. Probably. Roach gonna roach. That's her job. Oscar no te va a llevar el viento de tan flaca que está. Yeah, so I know that's me wanting to pull up. Bitch, why the fuck did you say that? So upset, bro. So upset. No, I'm re-triggered, y'all. I'm actually re-triggered. How do we get to this fucking point? I'm actually re-triggered. Fucking bitch. I hate that hoe. I hate that bitch. Just kidding. Love. Amor y paz. Nikki Rose Depp. Loki, she getting probably voted for. Hey, at this point, I don't know. At this point, I don't know who she voted for. I don't know what she did. She's very scary. That's all I fucking know. That's all I know. I hate that little ginger bitch. Okay, I'll check the email out, Bessie. No, there's this. Yeah, I hate that little ginger bitch. Is anyone getting sick? No, I haven't gotten sick, Bessies. I'm fucking like, I haven't gotten sick. I don't know what this new flu is. Y'all be careful. I keep seeing on TikTok that this new flu making a bitch cry. This new flu, whatever's going out, they're like, people are going through it. And I'm like, goddamn. Goddamn. I don't want it. I don't want it at all. I'm very scared. I don't know. Also, why does it feel like your TikTok lives were such a lifetime ago? Because they kind of were, huh? Oh, I miss those. I hate the inmate hopper, though. I hate that. Like, she hasn't really popped up on my For You page anywhere. I've been blocking those cheese in the page. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. But I do hate her. I was down bad last week. Y'all take your zinc and vitamin C. Cough here. I missed the get y'all snacks on your TikTok lives. It's my 3rd time getting sick. I don't know what's going on. No, I was thinking about that. I was remembering how I used to get on fucking TikTok and I would have a pickle, bitch. I would deadass have a fucking pickle, bitch. I would have a pickle with me, or I would have some hot Cheetos, and I would have that fucking Mario t-shirt on, bitch, and I would just be chowing down, and we would be acting fucking crazy on TikTok lives. Like, I'm actually shook. We are wild. Y'all are wild for allowing me to do that shit. We're getting over the flu in our house, not fun. Oh, Bestie, I hope y'all get better soon. Iconic. I would have the Coca Fria ready for your lives. Oh, God. I missed the Mario shirt for real. Well, the problem is my OG Mario shirt se murió. And the second one recaps it actually gifted that to me, so I stopped wearing it. He's not coming out saying that she was trying to mess around with a 13-year-old when she was 18. So I don't even understand. She's going at it with her sister-in-law. I don't know why. She beat her ass. Bestie, I was dead ass pregnant. No, I remember you being pregnant, Bestie. You be like, Bestie, I'm antojada, and I'm so sorry. I miss you dragging me on TikTok live talking about their profiles. Those were good times. I wish there was like a comp, what's it called? A compilation where the fuck. I wish there was something like that of all the times I got banned. Where I was just talking shit and I just got banned. And it would just say, Yeah, big ass bun and everything. And I would get banned. And I was like, God, and I'll go on my backup. And then I'll get banned on my backup. And then I'll go to Instagram. It was fucking crazy. It was crazy. When I was on Instagram, that's because I was done. I had already gotten banned off of 2 TikTok accounts. And I had to go to Instagram and talk my shit there. Yeah, it was, y'all, no, the way y'all would, oh. To be honest though, I just imagine as like a bestie that had to have been funny as fuck and so much fun trying to find me. Like, fuck, she got banned. Let's go to the backup. Fuck, she got banned on the backup. We gotta go to Instagram. And then we started coming to YouTube. That must have been a fun fucking time. Just a little scavenger hunt. Where the fuck is Julia alive at right now, bitch? Oh my gosh. Was it fun? Y'all tell me, because I feel like that's fun. Had us scrambling. And y'all were very interactive too, because y'all would be in there talking shit. Like, no, it was stressful. I remember y'all in there talking shit too, like going at it with Bob's little bitches. And with like when y'all were going crazy, I remember that shit. I was like, God damn, y'all be in there like, bitch, shut the fuck up. It may hopper who Bestie, you're wild on Instagram. Instagram was my favorite because I didn't give a fuck on Instagram. On Instagram, I was talking all types of shit. We had a good time. It was a good time, y'all. Now that I think about it, it was a good time. Funny, fun. We were fighting off roaches on all plots. It was crazy. I started barely finding you, and I was like, where is she at? We used to be hella reckless. Pa que vean que todo pasa por algo. Now Bessie's making her money. Now we're on here. We got a little community going on. You can't say we don't love you. No, y'all do love me. When I tell you, Ball has been blocked for years. Fucking crazy, bro. Bessie, your skin looks good. Thank you. I've been working on it. I've been trying to, like, you know what I mean? I remember ordering snacks from the Lias como antojitos from Texas and Chilosos candies. Yes. And I would ask why I was always doing, because I was so into all your lies ignoring him. Had me bouncing around on all socials. Yeah. That shit was funny. It was fun. Y'all have been rocking with me for a fucking minute. As y'all should. Y'all saw me from fucking talking shit about my family. Jacobo's like Teenis. From Billy Bob to motherfucking the Wendelin, the Pancho, the fucking Caldo Bandit. Y'all real as fuck. It's too much to ask, but can we have a late night Bessie live tonight? Just a snack and she's mad. If not, it's cool. I don't mean this, you know, es mucho que pedir. No, we need to have one. I can't do it tonight, but I'll schedule one in. We're just gonna have like a snackathon. We'll do a snackathon and we'll talk shit. Ooh. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a Bestie live. We're gonna do a Bestie live. It's gonna be a snackathon. I'm gonna have snacks and we're just gonna talk shit, bitch. We're gonna talk shit like about whatever and whoever. Yeah. I remember the live when you first had Wi-Fi Mexico live from the 2nd floor. That was crazy. I think my craziest year in Mexico had to have been this one. If you're not a bestie, you wouldn't know, but fuck. I can't remember the name of the I think it was Enchilositos Treats. They changed their name. I think I still follow them on TikTok. Bessie pero se went para agarrar. Yeah, I'll let you guys know so that way you guys can have the snacks ready. I remember the wipe downs at the gas station, early morning Starbucks pickup. Low-key, I miss working. No, why? Low-key, I want to give me a little part-time. I want to get a little part-time because, like, low-key, we should all send you our favorite snacks and you can review them. True. Yeah. I'll never forget when I had a Dr. Pepper and I put peanuts in my Dr. Pepper and everybody was shooketh. Yeah. Can you get it at Nordstrom or Neiman so we can get a little discount? I've been on you since you popped Bestie Live promo. I have my snacks in my buzz ball. Wait, get what at Nordstrom or Neiman? I'm confused. Hold on. Wait, what? Oh, a little discount. Wait, what? Oh, I was like, wait, what? What do I get there? No, yeah, huh? I wonder if like the fucking I need a job at Coach. Coach needs to hire me. Matter of fact, I need to go to Coach. I need that discount. I mean, saying don't bring you elote is making me hungry. I know there's no elote places over here. We need to bring that back. Okay, we have an email. No, dead ass. Coach would be good. It would, huh? I don't know what's the percentage at Coach. I need to know. Central American Snacks Review. Bestie, am I wrong? The way everything has been going on in the States, I have been on the edge. My parents are residents here, but either way, you never know, right? Anyways, my baby daddy is very into sports. He is very animated. For example, he would literally talk through a whole football game as if he were a sports newscaster. It's very annoying and gives me major ick because why you be so loud, lol. He recently started betting on games and is not very good at it. But as soon as he sees his results, like I said, he's not so good at it. He starts yelling and going off about how the government doesn't care about us and how they steal from us. Well, on Monday, I had a pretty rough day at work, and I came home to him going off about some stupid game. I ignored him and watched TikTok to de-stress. But with the immigration stuff that has been happening, I was just so overwhelmed and sad. I was pretty upset and crying a bit. He asked me what was wrong with me, and I explained how upset and scared I was about how everything is happening in our country nowadays. He was annoyed by the game and proceeded to say, well, you should start getting used to it because no one cares about us, not the government and not God. Everyone hates us Mexicans, and that's why the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. Oh, God damn. I was just upset and cussed him out because I'm worried about real life problems, not a stupid football game. I told him it's not God's fault that you suck at betting and this football game is not as important as what is going on in life. I felt bad because I was upset, but I couldn't help myself. Am I in the wrong? No. But goddamn, Bestie. Hey, men in sports ain't no fucking joke. They be going crazy. How can I apply at Coach? I'll make a good... Yeah, that's what... If I worked at Coach, apparently Coach has 50% off for employees. I ain't work at Coach. The way I'll be putting you bitches on, I'll go live there. I wouldn't care. If I get fired, I get fired. I'm going live. Hey, come to Coach now and come buy this motherfucking bag, bitch. Yeah, no, some people start filling out the resume. Some people take, sports way too serious, but that's crazy. Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I would have crashed out. Who I am now, like my personality, who I am now, put this into little baby Julia, bitch, I would have crashed out. You know how many TVs I would have punched? I don't think I understand how many times, but like who I am now into a younger me and my mom would have fought. I would have punched my mom out on some real shit. Que en paz descanse. We would have gone at it. Yeah. So, yeah. The kids who straight up do shit like that, crazy. I couldn't have did it. But, you know what? Let me go back a couple years. Yeah. I would have crashed out. The only time I ever crashed out on my mom, bro, I'll never forget. It was a Twilight series that came out. The books. Or maybe the books were already there, but it was popular because the movie was going to come out. Some shit like that. So I'm reading Twilight, right? Mind you, bitch. My mom didn't know what I was going through. She didn't know how stressful it was. Because once you read Twilight, you had to read the next book. And she didn't know how stressful it was going to the library every morning looking for the fucking book to check out and it wasn't there, bitch. She doesn't know it was a full-time fucking job. I was skipping breakfast to go to the library to go see if the next book was there so I could fucking read it. She didn't know what stress I was under. Finally, I get the book I've been looking for, right? I have it at home. It's a fucking weekend. I'm outside. We're supposed to go somewhere. I don't know where the fuck. It was a Sunday. We're going to go somewhere. I'm outside sitting on this little fucking lawn chair and I'm reading the book. She comes out. I'm already dressed, ready to go. Where the fuck we're going, right? I go out and she comes out there and she's like, what the fuck are you reading? Why are you reading? Get ready. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm done. She was mad because she couldn't get me because I was ready. That was strike one, bitch. Strike two, she's like, well, everybody get in the car. Everybody get in the fucking truck. I get in the truck. I'm sitting there. I'm still reading. Right? She's like, put that fucking book away. Why the fuck are you reading? Who the fuck do you think you are? I don't know what. And I was like, oh my God, what do you want me to fucking do? I was like, what do you want me to do? I was like, and I didn't cuss at her, but I was like, oh my God, do I read? Do I not read? I was like, I'm not bothering you. I'm literally ready. I'm sitting in the fucking corner of this fucking truck and I'm reading my fucking book. How am I bothering you? Bitch, that was strike two, right? Strike three, my dad gets in the truck and she lies on my fucking name. She's like, you just hear your fucking daughter how she talked to me? She told me to basically fuck off and she called me stupid. She thinks she's better than me. Bitch, when the fuck did I say that? When did I say that? And I told my dad, I was like, no, all I said was, why is she mad that I'm reading? I'm not bothering her. And she thought it was going to go bad for me. And it did when we got home. I got beat up. But it didn't go back. My dad was like, déjala. And my mom was like, oh, really? Because she called him gordo. She's like, oh, really, gordo? And he's like, pues no te está molestando. And she's like, how do you even know what she's reading? You don't even know what she's reading. And he was like, she's just reading. And me with my book up, right? And I'm like, but I knew, bitch, I was going to get my ass beat. I knew I was going to get my ass beat. And when I got home, I got beat up. Siblings never backed you up? No, we were all scared. I have seen Matilda. I love that movie. But yeah, that was me, y'all. That was literally me. And when I got home, I got beat up. Happy birthday, Alex. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, and I was like, no, I can't laugh yet because I'm going to get beat up. And I sure did. And I thought the whole day I was like, and I wasn't trying to fuck with her no more because I knew she had got mad because my dad had backed me up. And so I was like, let me be quiet. Let me read this shit and quiet. Like, let me just, you know what I mean? And I forgot where we had gone. And I was just like, I'm not trying to step on her toes. I'm going to be in the back. No, my mom was a crash out baddie. And I thought, oh, she's going to forget about it. She's going to forget about it. We're going to get home. No pasa nada. No. Got home. She fucking came in my ass because I forgot something about my room. Something about my fucking room and beat me up, bitch. I was like, goddamn. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. That's us growing up in a DV home, girl. I would be upset when I would get attitude from my parents. No wonder you're so funny, Bestie. All that trauma. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. So yeah, so that was my own, that was it wasn't even a crash out. And I did yell at her because I was tired of it. You know what I mean? I was so fucking tired of it. But that was one of my crash out moments. Yeah. My other crash out moment was when I was already married. I was already married. And she was trying to tell me what to do. And I was like, I'm a married fucking woman. And you're going to tell me what to do. And she slapped me. And my mom had always told us, right? She was like, no me levantes la mano porque se te va a secar. And that time, and she slapped me in front of Jacobo, y'all. She slapped me in front of Jacobo. Jacobo was shook. And he was like, what the fuck? And he was like, just go outside. Like, let's go. Like, let's leave. And I was just like, and I still had to stay there because my aunt and uncle were going over it. Like, I had to stay there after being slapped, bitch. And I wanted so badly. Like, in my head, I pictured just, like, beating on my mom. I pictured literally pushing her into the fucking wall and just pop, pop. But I was like, cool. And I just put my hands next to my motherfucking legs. And I just walked outside. And I didn't cry. I was embarrassed. I was very embarrassed. I didn't cry. I went outside. And my dad was like, ya quitas la pinche cara. Because they were like still together. And he was backing her up on, I don't know what the fuck it was. Oh, what had happened was my Jacobo's friends, I had met them, and I had met the Wires, right? And like how we had gotten married, I didn't have like a bachelorette party or whatever, right? Because it was just like, era algo rápido. And so his friends, which they were his friends too, the women, they said Jacobo was not there. Jacobo he was out of town working, and he had came back. It was like a weekend, and we were already married. And they had asked him, they're like, hey, can we take your wife out to the club? Like, can we take her for like it's gonna be a girls' night? It's just the women, like, no pasa nada. And at that time, we didn't have any money either, Bessie. We had no money. And he was like, no le dejé dinero. She doesn't have any money. And they were like, no, don't worry. Like, we got it. Like, we're gonna invite her. So we ended up going to the club, and then I believe fucking Scar had some of those, because she had met some of those girls too. She had them, I think, on Facebook. I don't know. She had her mom. One of them, I don't know. My mom saw it or Scar had seen it and showed my mom. Somebody showed my mom, and they had posted pictures of us at the club, and they had posted like a video of us, right? And it was just us girls drinking, and so she showed it to my dad. And when we had pulled up to a barbecue, my mom was mad, and she's like, she's like, and my dad, so my dad came first. He was like, ¿crees que te ves bonita andar ahí en el club con tus amigas, te ves mal? And I was like, what the fuck is it to you? If I was like, what the fuck is that to you, right? And so I was like, what? And so they were talking shit to me. Jacobo was like, no. He's like, y'all have it wrong. He was like, she went with her friends. Like, they thought that I was disrespecting Jacobo and that I had just gone out to the club with my friends. I was like, no, they took me out. They picked me up and they came for me. And like Jacobo said, it was cool. Like, he told them, yeah, take her. They asked him if they could take me, and he said yes. And so my dad, like, because, you know, Jacobo was like, oh, oh, I guess. So my dad kind of calmed down, but my mom was just fucking pissed. Why? And my mom was just a hater, because I guess like she felt like she was trapped and she couldn't have fun, and I was having fun. She didn't like that, and so she was like, "You look like a fucking hoe, but una pinche puta. You're a married woman, you look like a hoe out there dressing like a hoe, and I don't know what." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And so I was talking shit. I was like, "What the fuck is your problem?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I didn't do anything wrong." I was like, "I wasn't dancing with any guys. It was only with the women." I was like, "You weren't there. You don't know what the fuck happened." I was like, "How did you even see that? Because you don't even know these bitches, right?" Which I know somebody had fucking shown her. And so like I was talking back to her, and then she's like, "Don't talk back to me, and you're a fucking hoe, I don't know what." And then she just fucking slaps me. And Jacobo's we're in the kitchen. We're not outside, we're inside the kitchen. And he was just like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, he looked at me, he's like, "Don't," like, because I literally was gonna hit her back. And I put my hands next to my fucking legs, and I was like, and then she was like, "What, you want to go at it?" She's like, "I'll fucking beat the fuck out of you, I don't know what." And I was, "I'm not gonna hit you." And then she's like, "Hit me, hit me." And I was like, "No." You know Black China, her mom, where it's like, "I could drag you." She's like, "So do it." I don't know what the fuck. That was literally my mom in my face trying to get me to fight her. And so I just walked out. My dad was like, "Quita esa pinche cara," because my aunt and uncle were, everybody was coming over to the aunt barbecue. So I literally had to sit there and pretend to be okay, literally red in the fucking face. And then my aunt, que en paz descanse, she was always on my side, bitch. Me getting emotional. She was always on me and my sister's side. Like, she always would try to get my mom to chill the fuck out. And I remember she got there and she's like, "What happened? What, like, what's going on?" And I cried to her because like I just couldn't help it. And she was like, "It's okay, Meek, I don't know what." And then I told her what had happened, and she was like, "Just ignore her, you know, like don't pay attention to her." And then she ended up talking to my mom. And so then my mom comes outside, she starts being nice to me. She starts like, you know, like chilling the fuck out. And I was like, "Bitch, it's too late. You already fucking slapped me in front of my husband. Like, what the fuck?" And yeah, and so that after that is when Jacobo was like, "No, we got to get the fuck out of here." Like, because we were living with her at that time, but she really wasn't there. And so I was like, because they were separated, but my mom and dad were getting, like, it was a messy, like, we're not together, but we are together type of shit. And so Jacobo was like, "No, I need to get you out of here. Like, this is too much." And he was mad. Like, he was mad at my parents because he was like, they think that they still have this hold on you, and they don't. Like, it's not fair. And yeah, and bro, on some real, like, y'all, if y'all only knew my fucking life. After I was married, do you know that I was living with my mom, right, in these government apartments, and her and my dad were separated. My dad would still pass by my mom's apartment in the morning because he expected me to make him lunch still. And so my mom would make me wake up at 4 in the morning. I would have to make my dad lunch, and my dad would pass for lunch. That's how bad they had me. Like, I was a fucking slave in that bitch. And so after I got married, Jacobo was like, "No, you're not getting up to make your dad lunch. Like, what the fuck? You're a married woman. You don't have to do that." He's like, "You don't even have to make me lunch. Don't make me lunch if you don't have, but you're not making it for him." And so I stopped, like, I just thought, he's like, "No." And he wouldn't let me get up. He's like, "You're not getting up and you're not doing it." So I would just be in my room, right? And so my dad would pass, and like he would knock on the door, and I wouldn't open the door. I wouldn't open the door. My mom was, she's like, "What the fuck?" She didn't wake up. And then I remember the next day, my mom yelled at me, you didn't make your dad lunch?" And I was like, "No, because I don't have to." I was like, "Why? You make it. If you want to be with my dad, you make it." And Jacobo fucking came out, and he was like, "No." He's like, "She's not making him lunch because she's my wife." And like, when it came to Jacobo, my mom didn't say anything. So Jacobo was like, you know, he's like, "No." He's like, "She's not making him lunch. You can tell him that she," and he's like, if he has a problem, I could tell him she's not making him lunch no more. And so it was a whole thing, and I was scared because like I really respected my dad, and I was scared of my dad. And so I was like, "Ooh, he's gonna come at me, bitch." I was like, "He's gonna come at." I was fucking terrified. Like I had like anxiety about it. And so then Jacobo was like, "She's gonna start working anyways." And so I started working. I believe I started working at Sonic, and I started working at Target. So I had 2 jobs. And Jacobo was like, "No, just do one. Like, it's too much. But just like get out of the house so that we could get money and so that we could leave," right? And so that year after that happened, after my mom slapped me, we got the fuck out of there. He was like, "No, we're leaving." He's like, "They can't be talking to you like this. They can't be treating you like this." And regardless, it wasn't a pretty good apartment, but he got me out of there, and that's where we were. We started working on his papers, and yeah, and now we're here. But my mom literally had me like that. Like, I was her little bitch. It was really bad. And then not only that, what really, really would upset me when I was living there is that, like, Jacobo would buy groceries for everybody, right? But he would have his stuff aparte for his lunch. And my mom would invite my sisters over. Scar would go over, and my other sister would go over, and, like, all the kids would go over. And she would tell them to get the Cokes and get the drinks and get all that shit just to fuck with Jacobo. Because, like, she didn't like him because he would step up to her. So I remember coming home one day from work, and there was Coke cans everywhere. They weren't even fucking, like, halfway. And I was like, and at that time, I was so mad. I remember going off on Scar because Scar had food stamps in that time. And I was like, bitch, you have food stamps. Like, you get free food. We, like, me and Jacobo have to buy this food. And you're coming over here and you're bringing your kids and you're doing that. Like, that's fucked up. And she was like, well, mom told me to go over. Like, it's not my fault. Like, mom said that it was fine. We didn't know that it was his. And I was like, yes, you did fucking know. Like, all of them would team up on me. And it was fucking bad, bro. Like, I got bullied so bad when I was living there. Your mom was so out of pocket for taking Don stuff. Yeah, and so he was like, I don't care. He's like, I'll buy whatever you guys need. He's like, but I just need that for my lunch. And she did that shit to us. And yeah, I remember me and Scar, we had a falling out over that too, because I was pissed. I was like, bro, you get fucking food stamps. Like, she had better food in her pantry than we did on some real shit. And I was like, bro, you're coming over here and taking our shit? Like, because we lived in the same government apartments. And so she would just walk over there and my mom would tell her to come over. And I was like, God damn, bro. And then I remember she me regañó bien feo. And she was like, you're not supposed to fight over my, Scar came in and she was like, you don't fight over food. And I was like, that's fucking fresh coming from a bitch who gets free food. Like, you expect me to not fight over food when we don't even have money. We don't even have money. We're barely making, like, we're barely getting food. We're trying to move out. We're trying to save up so we can get the fuck out of here. We don't have any money. And you're coming and taking the little that we do have. Like, so yeah. So I had a falling out with her over that too. So yeah, I went through some shit, bitch, which is why now I ain't apologizing for shit. Gracias a Dios, we went through some tough times. But we're okay now. Well, we've always been okay. We've never been, like, starving. Gracias a Dios, siempre hemos tenido para la comida. Y hemos pagado los biles a tiempo. But we went through some fucking shit, bitch. We went through some shit. So, yeah. That's how it is. Let me catch up on these. Fucking comments. Sorry. That's so valid, though. One time, my mom was showing me a video on her phone, but I didn't want to watch it, so she slapped the fuck out of me because I didn't want to look at the video. I went outside and cried and screamed at the top of my lungs. Your mom crossed the line so many times, it makes a big heart to forgive you. Yeah. Not him expecting lunch still. Let's see. Oh, Bessie, look how far you've come. So happy for you. Deserve this peace and success. Yes. Which is why I'm fine with not, you know what I mean? I'm fine with not fucking with certain family members. I don't want family, but I hate having to cook for all of them and my man not being able to get seconds, or sometimes his food would get taken. I love our little space humildemente. No, and like when I, oh, sorry, the email is bestiestories1111@gmail.com. The best thing I did was start saying no to my family because they will cross every boundary. Girl, love them, but they need to chill sometimes. It's not responsible for everything. Yeah. So, do we have the same? Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna pause this but it was fucking rough, y'all. Like, it was very rough. It was so hard. And it was just, it was the fucking worst. And whenever we moved out, I love the way we moved out, too. We moved out, Jacobo went, he found the apartment. He did the application. He did all that, right? And he was like, we're moving. And, I remember that Black Friday, we went and bought everything on clearance from Target. We got a blender. We got a microwave. We got all that good shit. We hid it in our closet. We put a lock on it so my mom wouldn't go in. My mom would bust into my room sometimes. She would go into my room, and I remember when she kind of figured that we were being sneaky, she had gone into my room. She went to my closet and she took my birth certificate and my social security card. And I had to go in there and fight her for it, like on some Russia. I went into her room. I said, give me my shit. And she was like, I don't have it. I was like, yes, you do. I was like, I'm going to go through your closet and I fucking find it. I said, I'm going to beat your ass. I said to her, I was like, I'm going to beat your fuck. We're going to go at it. And she's like, I don't have it. Why the fuck would I have it? Y dicho y hecho, she had it. She had my birth certificate and she had my fucking social security. And so we put a lock on the outside door too. And she was so mad at that. She was banging on my door, hitting it. Like, she was fucking crazy, y'all. And so we took advantage. It was, I believe it was Thanksgiving. Was it Thanksgiving? No, it was after Thanksgiving. I think it was after Thanksgiving. We had gone Black Friday shopping, got everything. A week later, they were having like a little get together. It was something about, I forgot, I think it was my brother's birthday. It was something. They had a barbecue. They told us, are you guys coming? And I said, no, we're not. We don't have no money. I just lied, right? And so she was like, just come. Like, even if you don't have any money for anything, like, just come. And I was like, no, we're not, we can't go. That weekend, we moved. We got everything out. We took everything. And then that weekend, my mom didn't come back because she ended up going to Florida. She ended up going to Florida to meet some guy. I don't even know what the fuck. She left my brothers with my dad and she went to Florida. So she didn't come back, right? So we took advantage that she wasn't going to be there that weekend and that she had gone to Florida. And so we took everything out and then we just fucking left. We dipped. We didn't pay the rent. We didn't pay the light. Cause I was like, no, fuck you. The way you were treating me, the way, you know, y'all were acting. And we got caught because Scar had seen us. Scar saw that my dad had came over to help Jacobo. He was like, oh, can you help me get this table out? Because he couldn't do it. And so my dad helped Jacobo. We didn't tell my dad why. We just told him, oh, like, we need this table to get out. So they took the table out, and Scar, how she lived there, she saw us moving the table. And she called mom, and she was like, oh, they're moving. I see them moving shit out of the apartment. Did you know that they're moving? So my mom's calling me. I'm ignoring her. I'm not answering her. And we get into our apartment. My dad helps us bring it, some of the stuff there. I think we had told my dad that it was for his friend or something. But my dad didn't know that was our apartment. And so finally we get there, we get everything together. And it was my Chapo escape, bitch. It was our Chapo escape. And so I'm not answering her. And then we move everything in, whatever. My dad helps us with that. And he's okay, well, bye, you know. And then yeah, we lived in those apartments in the trenches. We're in the trenches for a minute. And I remember I didn't talk to Scar. I didn't tell my other sister. I didn't tell my mom where I lived. Nothing. I didn't tell them anything. And then I ended up working at Target with Scar because it was right next to where I lived and I could walk there. It was like a whole thing. And I remember Scar, her name is Alba. Oh, what a blessing. She's such a nice lady. She would give me rides. It wasn't far. I could walk to my apartment, but she would see me walking. And she'd be like, I'll give you a ride. She's like, I'll give you a ride to your apartment. I was like, no, it's not far. Like, I can literally walk. And she's like, no, I'll take you. And so she would take me sometimes home. And I remember one day Scar was like, oh, so you live close. She figured out that I live close. And so we started talking again. And she's like, let me come over. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Hako was like, I don't know. She's going to tell your mom where we live. And, like, she's going to come fucking bother us. And so I told her, like, don't tell mom where I live. Because I don't want to deal with her. I don't want her coming over here. I don't want her fucking with me. And I remember she was going to drop something off for me. And she busted in my fucking, like, I hadn't cleaned up, right? So it was like, it was a small apartment. It was in the trenches. I hadn't really cleaned up. And she fucking bust in, y'all. And she's like, oh, it's a nice, cute little apartment. Like, it's, you know, it's really comfy. It's like humble vibes. Like, yeah. And so then I had the door to my restroom closed and I had the door to my room closed. And she just busted up in there, bitch. She didn't ask me anything. She's like, oh, what's in here? And I was like, God damn. She went into my closet. Like, she was looking at everything. And I knew as soon as I saw her acting like that, I was like, she's going to fucking tell my mom. Like, she's going to tell my mom where I fucking live. And she did. She ended up telling her, oh, yeah, they live over. She didn't tell them what apartments we lived in, but she let her know más o menos donde. And I was like, fuck. And then Jacob was kind of mad. He was like, oh, you shouldn't let her come. Like, and she nomás vino a criticar. Like, it was a whole fucking thing. Just a question, Bessie. Would you have left your mom on your own without Jacobo pushing you? I would have tried to, but I wasn't going to be able to. Not on the income that I was making, Bestie. If, honestly, Jacobo hadn't taken me out of there, I know I would have tried. I would have tried my hardest, but I was not going to be able to afford to pay rent. Not with the jobs that I had. I wasn't making shit. I was making maybe like $7-8 at Target, and I was making $2 at Sonic an hour. So I wasn't gonna be able to do it. So yeah, it was rough. And then when we moved there, I didn't work. I wasn't working for like 2 years because I was like, I can't do it. And then I started working at Target again. It was like a whole fucking thing. But yeah. I was watching Interesting Live and I see why being detached has become a coping mechanism for you, Bessie. All that is just tough to deal with. Yeah. You know what, Bessie? Thank you for sharing. It helps to show a lot of us go through toxic situations and family can grow to make a better life for ourselves. And that's why you're absolutely right. When you guys send me advice sometimes, you're like, what do I do? And I'm like, dude, fuck it. Like, just fuck those people. I missed 11/11. Fuck. Like, Bessie, your mom sounds so much like my mom. I went through it. I'm sorry, Bestie. It's hard growing up like that, but you know, I got through it, and again, I think you're right, Bestie. Like, that's why I'm just like, I don't understand sometimes when people are like, just cut. When I tell y'all cut that person off, and you're like, well, it's because my mom. And I'm like, cut them off, bitch. Cut that bitch off, respectfully, because yeah, cut them off. I think the best thing that ever happened to me was when I cut all of my family. I even cut my dad off at one time. I cut everybody off, and it was just me and Jacobo, and it was the best time of my fucking life. I'm good with my dad now, But when I cut my whole family off, oh my God, was I happy. I didn't have any messages of this person's fighting with this person or this person's going through this. I skipped a huge stage of my family's life. And when I hear about it, it kind of does break my heart because I wasn't there when they were going through it. But it was a relief that I did not have to fucking put up with it. Like, I'm talking about prison. I'm talking about just like, you know, brokenness, fighting, literal fights, literal like just so much drama that was going on between them. I had no idea because I cut them off and I didn't hear about it till years later. And I was like, thank God that I didn't have to put up with that. I didn't have to deal with it. I didn't have to help anybody. I didn't have to fucking listen to it. It took me a while to catch up, but yeah. And so yeah, so I think it was like maybe like 3 to 4 years. I cut everybody off. I also had to cook for my dad and make lunch all the time. Yeah, I cut them off, and then Scar ended up reaching out to me, and she said that she wanted to have a relationship with me because she was like, I feel like, you know, I've matured, you've matured, and we should be able to be sisters again. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. And I ended up meeting up with Scar. From Scar, I ended up meeting with my other sister because I cut everybody off. And then after that, I ended up getting back with, like, talking to my mom. She had met another man. My dad had already met my stepmom. And so it was kind of like getting to know new people and seeing where they were living and how they were living. And then I cut it off again. And I only stayed with my sisters and my dad because my mom was just being too toxic. She was doing too much. I didn't like her husband at the time. He was a fucking creep. He still is a fucking creep. Fuck that bitch. If I ever see him, it's on sight. And yeah. And then we talked, like, it was just off and on. It was too much off and on. Ya lo último, when my mom passed, I wasn't speaking to her. I kicked out at 17 because my mom le calentó la cabeza a mi dad because I was homeschooled with a job, get off at 11 p.m. She would tell my dad I was getting D. Girl, I was working. Bestie, that's fucking crazy because there was so much. When I had my quinceañera, my mom put in my dad's head that I was a hoe and that I was fucking all of my chambelanes. And my dad, deadass, he took me. I was fucking scared, bitch. Honestly, there was some questionable shit back in the Disney. But I was scared because my dad, we went to go drop off my chambelanes. And he, on the way back home, he was like, I need to talk to you. And I was like, what? And I was fucking scared because you just never knew. You never knew. My dad wasn't one to like hit us. But he was one to yell at us. And like, you know, when he had to hit us, he would. And so I was very fucking scared. It was just me and him. And he was like, if you're going to be a fucking hoe, he's like, tell me now and I won't spend money on your quinceañera. And I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, which one of them are you fucking? What are you doing? I don't know what. Like, questioning me like that. Mind you, 15-year-old. Mind you, I was being crazy. Mind you, I was being crazy. But I wasn't doing none of them. Okay? And I was like, no. I was like, what? And, but I was still a virgin. I was still a virgin when I had my quinceañera. Todavía era virgen. I can say that. I still was a virgin. And so, like nothing. I was doing it, but nothing like that. And so I was like, no. And I told him, I was like, I'm a V, bitch. And I was like, no. And he was like, you're not fucking your chamba. I was like, no. And I was like, why would you say that? And I was like, why would you think that of me? I was like, no. I was like, none of them. I was like, none of them. And he was like, well, your mom said. I was like, oh my. I was like, why do you believe her? I was like, why would you believe her? I was like, y'all are supervising when we're doing our practices. Like, you're out there watching me. Have you seen me being inappropriate with them? Have they been inappropriate with me? And then he was like, no. And I was like, so okay, so what the fuck? And I was like, why are you coming at me like that? And I was shook because my dad had never spoken to me like that. And when he just straight up like, basically, are you a hoe? Am I a hoe? No, I'm not a fucking hoe. Yet? How dare you ask a non-hoe who barely isn't even a fucking hoe a hoe? Hoe, is you cool? And I was like, no. And I was so mad. I just went to bed. I was like, whatever. And it was just, it went back to that. You know what I mean? It went back to that. Like, my mom just was a fucking hater. And she wanted my dad against me. And so, yeah, it was roughness. It was roughness, y'all. She couldn't just say one specific. But yeah, she said all of them. She was fucking all of them. And I was like, with what evidence? And so my dad was like, okay, I believe you. And I was like, well, thanks. And then that's the same night, well, like 2 nights had passed, and I remember going to the restroom, and you could hear everything in that bitch. And my dad he believed me that I wasn't fucking around. I was still a virgin, right? And so I hear my mom in their room, and she's telling my dad, she's like, don't believe her. She's a liar. And she called him gordo. She's like, gordo. Then they called me Nana. She's like, Gordo, Nana is a liar. Like, she's a liar. She lies all the time. You cannot believe her. Don't believe a word that comes out. Like, she's a liar. She's like, you can never. But mind you, at that time, when I was 15, my mom was cheating on my dad. She was already being a hoe. She was already doing all this other shit, right? And so I think she was scared that I was going to tell my dad what she was doing. And so she was trying to put it into him that I was a liar, to not believe me and not trust me, so that if I told him that she was cheating on him, he wouldn't believe me. And regardless, he didn't. So, yeah. And yeah, and I was like, and I was so hurt, and I was like, why is she telling my dad that? Like, why is she gaslighting him to think that everything that comes out of my mouth is a fucking lie? Like, it was crazy. So yeah, it was rough, bro. Now that I'm thinking about it, man, oh man, I've been in contact with my sister. Now she's going through some major medical problems, and I feel like reaching out, but then I don't. I just love her from a distance and keep her in my prayers. That's all you can do. Would you say your mom cheated you out of a relationship with your dad and sisters when you were younger? Like, things could have been different, maybe? Yeah, for sure. Which is why it took so long for me and my dad to have a good relationship. Like, I'm so grateful that me and my dad are good now, but we were not good in the beginning. I cut him off for years too because I couldn't do it. And it was just too much. It was too much, and I was being blamed for everything. And then when my dad found out that my mom really was cheating on him, and like the receipts were there, he came at me and he told me off. I'll never forget him telling me off and telling me that basically that I wasn't shit. He told me, he was like, you didn't fucking tell me. And I remember cussing him out. Like, I crashed out so hard, and I told him, I was like, you didn't fucking believe me. Everybody was telling you. I fucking told you. Scar told him. Everybody told my dad. He did not believe us. I said, ¿de qué me sería decirte? And tell you and tell you. You didn't believe anybody. Why were you going to believe me? And I told him once, and he didn't believe me. And then when the truth came out, he fucking came. I was like, no. I was like, fuck you. I was like, fuck you, because I have had your back. I have tried to tell you. I have tried to get you to fucking open your eyes, and you didn't want to fucking see it. And I was like, so fuck it. I was like, you don't want to talk to me? Then don't fucking talk to me. And I cut him off. And then, he went through a lot too when he left my mom, because I don't know. They went through a lot of shit, but yeah. So that happened. And then my mom she just went crazy. But yeah, no, I didn't have a good relationship with my dad because of that. And me and my sisters have never had like a close relationship. But because my mom would put us against each other. She would talk shit about, like, haz de cuenta, she would talk shit about Scar to me. And then with Scar, she would talk shit about me. Like, she would do that, and she would say that Scar said this, or my sister said this, or Julia said this. And, like, we were constantly going at it. We were constantly talking shit to each other. We were constantly even envious of each other. Like, I feel like there was a time in my life where, like, low-key, I was kind of fucking envious of Scar. And, because of everything that, like, she was doing and what I couldn't do. And, like, it was a whole fucking thing. And, like I said, I don't know why. Psychologically, I was fucked because I've always thought that Scar was in my head skinny, and like she would always shame me about being big, and my mom would bully me about being big. And then like I go back and I've looked at pictures, I'm like, bro, we've all been big. Like there is never a point in time where Scar was skinny, where my sister was skinny, where I was skinny, where my mom was even skinny. My mom was always big, and she lost a lot of weight, but she was still big. And I was like, I can't believe I let these bitches bully me. I can't believe I let these bitches bully me to thinking that I was this fucking huge thing, and they weren't. Like, and it's crazy. It's crazy that, like, you don't see it in the moment. And then, like, now that I'm like, bro, we had the same body type, bitch. We been had the same body type, but I was so fucked up that I thought that I looked worse than everybody. We looked the fucking same. You know what I mean? So, how you spoken about your mom's upbringing, like her relationship with her parents? My mom had a rough upbringing, just like my aunts and uncles. The difference is that, I don't know, my mom just couldn't handle it. My mom couldn't, cope with what she went through, and she took it out on us. And, history has repeated itself with my sisters, with me. I hope it doesn't repeat itself with my nieces and nephews, but for sure we were very damaged by my mom not coping with what she went through, and she fucked us up. I'm dealing with it though. I'm dealing with it. But, not everybody deals with the same. And honestly, I can't say this because I saw it personally. My mom passing truly affected my sisters more than it affected me a lot. But it really, really fucked them up too. And I think that that's what fucking, like, that was the thing that really just, now we're at where we're at. Like, I truly believe that my mom passing Scar had a fucking psychotic break because a normal person doesn't do shit like that. A normal person doesn't act like that. I think that it really fucked her up, and I hope that she gets help for it. But yeah, out of everybody, she took it the hardest on some real shit. Once you learn what people attack you for has nothing to do with you and everything with them, life gets easier. Yeah. So, you know, and now here we are. So, you know, sometimes when I crash out or when I get triggered, just know it's because I've been through some shit. You know what I mean? Like yesterday on the Bestie Live with the whole shirt thing, I'm like, you really want to make a fool out of me? Like, sometimes I take things personal, and maybe it's not personal, but sometimes, like, because I've been laughed at my whole life by my own family, by my own mom, by my own sisters, by my own, you know what I mean? And so, you know, sometimes when I'm like, you're attacking me. Only bitch, you're attacking me. You're coming at me. You're trying to make fun of me. And, you know, you think I'd be okay with it because I've been bullied so often. And now I'm on social media and I get bullied every fucking day by randos. You think I'd be okay with it. But I think the difference is sometimes I crash out because I'm like, I consider y'all family. I consider y'all my besties. And then I'm like, wait, you trying to hurt me? Or you really care about me? Because let me find out you don't even like me, bitch. And then it's like, don't be here if you don't like me. You know? So I think hopefully this y'all kind of get it like, oh, okay, that's why she is the way she is. That's why this bitch crashes out. That's why this bitch has a problem. Nah, Bestie, sometimes the besties keep on giving unsolicited advice and it does get frustrating. Okay. So it's not my fault. Cool. Honestly, I have such a hard time being close to people because my own family did me dirty. You're an overthinker, which is a coping mechanism for your childhood trauma. It's okay, Bestie. Thank you. But I sent you a meme on IG about that. I have to go look at it. Okay, we got one more email. I gotta get off of here because, dude, I rambled. I literally did a whole yapping session of my trauma. I'm so sorry, besties. And now I gotta go. I literally trauma dumped on y'all, and I'm like, peace. I don't talk to my sisters. The community feels like my sister. Yeah, I feel like we're more family than besties. We're besties, but we're besties first. Don't tell me what I am. Deadass. Don't tell me what I am. But yeah, I got problems. Okay, hi, bestie. I need some advice. ¿Cómo se puede tener de a dos? Why are you asking me that? You calling me a hoe? You calling me a whore? I've been talking to 2 guys since like November, December. At the beginning, I just went out on dates with them because I wanted to start dating more and wasn't really looking for anything serious. Anyway, I have been going out with both of them for the past couple of months, basically un fin de semana cada uno, lol. I like them both, but in different ways, but it's getting stressful. Like, uno will call me while I'm hanging out with the other one. I know it's bad, but I can't make myself choose. Thank you. But it's honestly somebody feel like they undercover. Hey, they'll crack soon enough. You don't, bestie. You just don't. There's just no way you're gonna get caught. And here's the thing. My biggest advice when it comes to the dos, choose one. You have to choose one, bestie, because this is why you have to choose one. You look at it like this. You either choose one and stay with that person, or you lose both of them. Because if they find out about each other, they can both literally drop you, and then you have nothing. So choose one or leave with nothing. Or the third option. Or I've seen this thing on TikTok, which a lot of bitches, where they're in a throuple situation where it's two guys, one girl, and like she has 2 boyfriends. I mean, maybe you tell them about each other, like, hey, I don't know who I want. If you got the good us, they'll choose for you. And they'll be like, no, I want to be with you. I guess we're all together now. Oh, what a fucking vibe, bitch. Can you imagine? Can you imagine having 2 boyfriends? That's a beautiful thing. Can you, like, right now, bitch? Oh, imagine I have my second man here. Imagine my second man is here on live when we're talking and blah, 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 while Jacobo's out working. And then we go and we do shit, and then Jacobo comes home, and I cater to him, and the other guy goes and does a night shift or something. And then if I want to cuddle with Jacobo, I cuddle with Jacobo. If not, I come into the other room, I'm cuddling with the other dude. You know what I mean? Like, and then what, like, ¿a quién le toca hacer el desayuno? Who's making lunch and who's making dinner? And then it's given, let's try a 1 bedroom sitch. Let's get a California king bed and let's see what's up. I know we couldn't do it. We couldn't do it. It's fun to think about. It's fun to think about, but I know I couldn't do it, bitch. Honestly, I don't got the energy for it. You telling me I gotta take 2 troncos, bitch? Pack 2 lunches? Worry about 2 men getting ready to go eat? No. 2 troncos at one time sounds scary. Yeah, I'm not doing it. And then what if they get jealous? What if I get jealous? I don't know. She had 2 boyfriends. She was married to one, but sadly one of her boyfriends passed away. Oh, no. Reverse the roles, Bestie. Don't do it. Yeah, I know. I can't. Y'all think Jacobo will let me do that shit, bitch? I'm a gaslighter. I'm not that much of a gaslighter. I'm not at that level where I could gaslight Jacobo into bringing in another man. That's crazy. I don't have that in me. Any besties on the Depot Provera shot with low libido and no period? Bestie, Leslie, I'm gonna pray over you, girl. You fighting for your fucking life. Oh, me estoy preocupando por el día de San Valentín. First come, first serve, okay. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Valentine's Day is way closer than we think. So you know what? Thug it out until you can. Get them gifts first. Get that tronco first. And then see what happens. See what happens, bestie. But be very careful. Put do not disturb on or get them notifications in order. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm off over here. Trauma dump. Thank you for taking my trauma. Please roll it up and throw it in your trash and have your man take it out tonight because that's all I can give. This is a very selfish live. I do apologize. I don't know how I got to yapping like that, but I hope y'all see my traumas and I hope y'all learn from them. And I hope that y'all don't do what I do. I hope that all of my besties who are moms, I hope y'all take my perspective and point of view as a daughter. And if you don't have kids, or even even if you do, I hope you take my perspective. You know what I mean? As somebody who went through that, I hope that y'all don't ever have to go through that. But if y'all do, it gets better. It gets better. One day you're on live, trauma dumping. It's okay, Bessie. It's good to talk about it. Yeah. And I don't feel bad. I gotta show y'all this because I look at this every fucking day, bitch. And it makes me laugh so hard before I get off. Hold on. Because this is me. I'm not gonna apologize for shit this year. If y'all see me crashing out, I'm not apologizing. I want y'all to know this now. And I don't care. Let me see if I can find it. Because it brings me fucking joy, bitch. It brings me joy. Oh, maybe I don't have it. No. Never mind, I don't. But it's this lady, and she's like, I was so nasty and so rude at work today. Let me see if I can find it. If she pops up, I'm gonna fucking die. No, it doesn't. I'll find it and I'll share it later. But the way she's like, and I don't feel bad about it. But I'm like, I don't either, bitch. Girl, I can only take 1 throat at a time. Listen and end the toxic cycles. Don't repeat the pattern. Sending you love, Bessie. Thank you. As a mama of one girl, I could never imagine treating her less than the princess she is. Thank you, Daisy. Bessie, calm down. Now I'm starting to believe your mom. Bessie, thank you for giving us a safe place to share with you our story. Mama, 2 Virgos, and 1 Cancer. That's crazy. That's what I grew up in, bitch. My mom was a Virgo, Scar's a Virgo, and my other sister's a Cancer. That's hell. That's literal fucking hell, bitch. Don't let them fucking gang up on you, bestie. Don't let them gang up on you. Don't let them gang up on you. That's my best advice. Handle them one-on-one. Say, this is one-on-one, bitch. You're not ganging up on me. Don't let them. Are you good? I'm an Aries. Yeah, are you safe at home, bestie? Are you safe at home? Or is there some elderly abuse going on? Because I hope you're okay. Like, I just want to make sure that you're good because that's very scary. My man's Scorpio. That's very scary. I think I might get you a little life alert thing because I feel like you're backed up in a corner multiple times a day, and that's not okay. You be careful out here. That's very scary. Oh, I just got the fucking chills, bitch. Elderly abuse is wild. Well, because she's a mom. I just got the fucking chills. That's very scary, bestie. You take care of yourself. Don't let them jump on you. And if you do get backed up in the corner, you windmill on their asses. Windmill. You fucking, you know what I mean? Don't let them do that. That's fucking scary. Yeah. Anyways, que Dios me los bendiga hoy, mañana y siempre. Por los siglos de los siglos. Amen. Jacobo's texting me. We gotta go. Yeah, Becky just fighting for her life. That's scary. I'm traumatized. Anyways, yeah, I love you guys. I'll see y'all this weekend. Y'all behave, act right, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye, besties. I love you guys.